Hello everyone, how's it going? We got yet again another Watch With Nordic live stream here today. How is everyone doing? We got a good old rematch from the 2022 playoffs between the New York Rangers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Two polarizing teams in terms of the Eastern Conference. You have the Tampa Bay Lightning, who are firmly locked in a playoff spot, and it's just a wonder of, are they going to be home ice or not? And as for the Rangers, who knows? They might make the playoffs. They might not. They need to win as many games as they can to stay alive, but we will see with the New York Rangers. What's up, everyone? How are we doing? Hope everyone is having a great day. And we got a double header here tonight. First one is this game between the Rangers and the Lightning. And then the second game we got later on is between the Calgary Flames and the San Jose Sharks. So a very, very, very entertaining batch of games here coming up in the schedule, and I'm really looking forward to it. And let's see here. Let me pull up the preview. I got to put up the next thumbnail. So again, I'm not expecting a whole lot from this stream. These are two teams that we have only streamed once this season, and they were a couple months ago. So I won't be surprised in the slightest if we don't have a that big of a turnout, and that's okay because we had a really good turnout last week with the two games that we did. I wanted to do more. I obviously wanted to do the Ovechkin goal game on Sunday, but I could not because I had work. So we're back here yet again. Again, we have two streams today. We will likely have two streams on Thursdays when we'll be back doing live streams. But yeah, you look at these two teams. They are two teams that are definitely in polarizing spots, as I said. Starting goaltenders are Igor Shesterkin and Andrei Vasilevsky. So these two know each other very well as two well-known Russian goaltenders. And you do have some new faces in the lineup for the Rangers. Relatively new, I would say. Gabe Perreault playing in his yet again another game, and as well as that too, Matt Rempe returns back to the lineup for New York as well. As for Tampa Bay, they have pretty much the same team as per usual, and we'll see how this game transpires coming up. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Again, obviously we just saw a never wished I was a water bottle before now. Good God. Good Lord, Trevor. Good Lord. All right. So we'll go through the pre-commercial, and then we'll get started here. Showing off Sam Rosen, who's in his one of his last games as a broadcaster, which is a little bit emotional when you think about it. So I'm pretty sure they play on Wednesday, and they're like honoring him in some way. I'm pretty sure. So that's pretty awesome when you look at it. But yeah, going to be an emotional night for sure in terms of the Rangers. Let me pull up the out-of-town scoreboards. The ESPN pulled up. We will, again, as I said, we'll be doing a live stream on Thursday. I think we might be doing some NCAA action, so stay tuned for that. I'm looking forward to doing that as well. We'll see, though. We will see what I have planned. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. All right. So, yeah, we should be started here soon. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Let me go shut my door real quick. I can hear my mom talking up there. Pull up the analytics page as well. All right, we'll get ready to get started here in a second, folks. Welcome everyone who's tuning in. We're going to do the national anthems now. or national anthem, because it's just America. It's 2 American teams, obviously. Got a pregame ceremony here for New York. For the Mr. Ranger Award. Who's it going to be this year? What do they got 2 number 9s retired? I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, they're doing a pregame honoring his life. I'm pretty sure he passed away a couple of days ago. Adam Graves. All right, yeah, they're doing the Mr. Ranger Award presentation, so it's going to be a little bit before we get started here, guys. I can't even hear this woman. Oh my god. Mr. Ranger Award goes to Matt Rempe. Jonathan Quick. That's pretty cool. That's a good person to give the award to. I like that. I like that they gave it to him. Former Reading Royal, by the way. Shameless plug as well. I also want to say that. Played for us for like a season or two. Probably doesn't remember us, but he did. He was a New York. He was a Reading Royal for a period of time. All right. So yeah, they're gonna do this presentation, sing the anthem, and all that good stuff, and then we'll get started here. You know that's really funny because he was the goaltender that beat the Rangers in 2014. And they're honoring him. That is kind of funny now that I think about it. That's funny. All right, now we're going to do the national anthem. They got the legend doing it. Love to see it. All right. Montreal Canadiens literally have destiny in their own hands. They should generate guarantee the playoffs. Yeah, 100%. Unless if they absolutely choke it, they will make the playoffs. Without a doubt. All right. For the land of the free. I'll never forget the one time where I went on here and I sung the national anthem. That was a struggle time. I think that was during the playoffs last year. I don't think it was during a Watch With Nordic stream. I think I learned my lesson. All right, well, the anthem is done. We'll get ready here to start this hockey game tonight between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the New York Rangers. The Watch With Nordic doubleheader. Thank you all for tuning in. This is a conference matchup. Starting goaltender preview here. Igor Shesterkin is in for the New York Rangers, 25, 27, and 5, 2.86 and a .904 this season. On the other end, Andrei Vasilevskiy with a 36, 20, and 3 record with a 2.16 and a .922. He is tied for second in the NHL in terms of save percentage. He has had a very good season this year, showing off Mr. Ranger Jonathan Quick, who is obviously the backup tonight, but did win the Mr. Rangers award, so congratulations to him. But regardless, moving forward, the Rangers need these 2 points if they want to stay alive in the Eastern Conference playoff race, as Montreal has kind of run away with it. But first off, Rangers versus Lightning, and we are underway. Face-off won by the Rangers and played to the right side. They'll take it back into their own zone. Panarin sends it back over them for Fox, who tries moving it through the zone, intercepted by Tampa. McDonough into the zone. Hagel back over Paul. He's in, shoots it. Save in front by Shesterkin. Rebound. And the puck comes out loose again. Rangers pick it up. They try playing it to center ice. It's taken by Panarin. Dished up and over for Trocheck, who just clears it into the zone. And Tampa will get control and get a line change off. Got Carson Soucy with Adam Fox starting out there first. Lightning will shift the puck up the other way. Concalves will clear it into the zone. We actually commentated his first NHL goal a couple months ago. Zibanejad into the zone. Shoots it. Saved by Vasilevskiy. Thrown around behind the net by Miller. And down low up to the point then for Borgen. Back for Miller. Miller on the right side. Up to the point. A shot. And he just shoots it down low. Cooley gets it in front end. There's nobody there. Puck will slide out of the zone. It's picked up by Vakainen, given over to Schneider, as the Rangers will begin regrouping immediately here. Trocheck gives it to Panarin. Panarin throws a pass up and over. Lafreniere will race for that puck. Down low, he chips it behind the net. And it's ended up being cleared out of the zone by New York themselves. Jones picks it up. Down to the right side. Rangers get it back. They're still trying to regroup in their own zone. Jones plays it up and over then. Panarin will get it back. Here he moves it through the zone. He passes it over to Schneider, who just dumps it into the zone. Down low, Perbix gives it over. Back up then for Point. Point will drop it back. Tampa finally gets control. Perbix to Kucherov. Back to Perbix again, who throws it back down low. Tampa still with control. Point throws it up to the point. Hedman to Perbix. Perbix then down low. Kucherov a shot, and it goes wide. Picked up by Gabe Perreault, fresh out of Boston College. Will clear it into the Tampa Bay zone, and I think he's still looking for his first NHL goal. Gergensons now clears it into the zone for Tampa Bay. Down low, Glendening tries throwing it in front, but the Rangers intercept. They'll get some time to regroup. Brodzinski will throw it through the zone, but it gets deflected back into the New York end. All my homies hate the Rangers. Huh. Ain't that the truth? Into the zone, Brennan Othman. He's out there with Matt Rempe. He'll clear it around behind the net. Brodzinski over to Rempe, who gives it up to the point. Rooney. Over. Othman, a shot. Deflects wide. He'll get it back. Another shot. And the save by Vasilevskiy right at the goal line. Down low, Gergenson's trying to play the puck. Rempe intercepts. He shoots it. And it's blocked in front up to the point. A shot! And blocked in front again as well. And cleared back out. Carson Soucy will pick up that puck in the New York zone. He was a deadline acquisition. He's out there with Vakainen, who throws the pass up and over them for Schneider. Back to Vakainen, who's trying to move it into the zone. He'll dump it in. Puck will go down low behind the net. Still no whistles since the start of the period. Puck deflects up to the point. A shot saved by Vasilevsky. Panarin on the right side. Gives it down low to Trocheck. Trocheck looking for options. Moves that up to the point. Ends up throwing it back down low. McDonough will steal it back from Tampa. And they'll try and play it down the other way. Nick Paul picks it up to Hagel, who drops it back to Paul, who gives it up to Hagel. Hagel throws it in front. Paul, a shot! And it tips wide. Hagel gets the puck back. Shoots it. Blocked in front again. Cirelli all the way up to the point. Hagel. Over then for McDonough. Back over. A shot tipped in front. And it goes wide again. A lot of opportunities here so far through this game. Still no whistles. Rangers pick it up. They'll try and break it out now the other way. Kreider gets beat to the puck by Cirelli. Back down low then. Paul will pick it up yet again and throw it back behind the net. Rangers still battling for it. Here's Kucherov. Moving the puck all the way down the other way. He's got Miller behind him, slashing him. Gives it up to Point. Point in front, and Kucherov couldn't get there in time. And the Rangers will play it the other way. Miller tries moving it through. It's intercepted by Tampa Bay. Point drops the pass back. Gives it up and over them for Gensel. Kucherov then back to Perbix, who moves it into the zone. Perbix down the right side. Battling now down low. It's thrown up to the point. Gensel behind the net, battling then with Miller, I'm pretty sure. It's up to the point then to Perbix, who throws it back down low yet again. Gensel races for it. He'll pick up that puck, just slides it back down low. Tampa still with control. They end up having to be forced to take it out of their own zone. Still 0-0 here so far. Zibanejad picks up the puck. Gives it over then for Schneider, who clears it into the zone. Back in the Tampa zone. Shot in front, and nobody's there to pick that one up for the Rangers. And taken back by Radish. Intercepted through the zone. It's Othman. Othman, a shot, and he shoots it wide. Redby in front, and he can't finish. Another chance. Redby, he misses the puck. Oh, my goodness. He had a green lane opportunity there on Vasilevsky, and he couldn't get it through. Oh, my goodness. He fumbled the shot. That's a Matt Rempe play right there. What's funny is I watched him play with Seth in the chat, by the way. Sussy dumps it into the Tampa Bay zone. The Lightning will regroup down low on their own end. Still no whistle. We're about 13 minutes through, or 7 minutes through the first period with 13 left. Paul into the zone then. Back for Gergensons, who gets tied up down low. Rangers trying to pick it up. It's Zibanejad trying to move it through the zone. Tampa will end up dumping it in. Carrick battling with Kreider and Lilleberg. Carrick finally gets it free. Nobody's in front for the Rangers. Stolen back by Glendening. Tampa's going the other way. Puck goes up in the air. Nick Paul trying to get to the puck. It's stolen then by Vakainen, who will take it behind the Rangers' net. Picked up then by Schneider, who regroups it around. Schneider drops a pass all the way through and into the Tampa Bay zone. McDonough back to Chernak. Chernak throws that one around. Hagel trying to pick it up. It's kept into the zone there by the Rangers, however. Lafreniere back, and it slides all the way back into the Rangers zone. 8 minutes through the first period. Still no whistles. It's been back and forth action. A lot of chances. And it's still 0-0. Cleared into the zone by the Rangers. Vasilevsky going back behind the net to play the puck. It's deflected around the zone. Rangers pick it up down low. Poke checked away then by Chernak over to Cirelli, who throws it around to McDonough. Rangers get back to it first. A shot! Save! Rebound in front! Lafreniere! And it goes all the way wide. Oh my goodness. Down low then, Lafreniere back with control. He's held up in the corner by McDonough, and we get a whistle finally as I think Vasilevsky just said that's enough and moved the net completely. And we'll go to our first commercial after our first whistle. It's still 0-0 with 12:10 left in the first. Ooh. Hello. I gotta change the broadcast. I can't watch the Rangers one. I can't even see what time it is. Just because the Rangers, they love to put their thing at the top, and I have my lineup card up there, and I can't like see it. So, you know. But again, thank you everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We do have some games that are going on tonight. I forgot to pull them up, but I'll pull up the games and we can do a little bit of a preview. Obviously, you have this one going on, Lightning and Rangers. In about 9 minutes, you have Jets and Blues, and then 3 10:30 matchups tonight on the East Coast. Oilers versus Ducks. Kraken versus Kings, and then Flames versus Sharks. And by the way, we'll be doing a Flames versus Sharks stream tonight, so stay tuned for that as well. And why is it glitching? Why was it lagging on my end? Whoops. I don't know why I was doing that. That was very strange. Anyways. Yeah, it seems like definitely the Rangers seem to have the upper hand here, at least so far. I mean, again, both teams aren't playing bad necessarily. I think Tampa has gotten more breaks into the zone. But I do think the Rangers do have more shots. Shots are 5-1 in favor of New York. And this is the kind of start the Rangers needed. Again, you look in terms of previous starts from New York in the last couple of weeks. They have been struggling to kind of get a hot start going. And as a result with this, they've been able to actually get their foot on the ground running here. And I think that's definitely good. That bodes very well for this Rangers team. Showing off Vasilevsky here yet again, who's had an incredible season so far this year. Also showing off Shesterkin, I guess. I had to swap broadcast because I guess the Lightning broadcast didn't show the starting goaltenders. All right. Face-off coming here now in the Tampa Bay zone. And face-off coming here now. It's won by nobody. They throw Gord out. Yanni Gord, by the way, former Tampa Bay Lightning turned current Tampa Bay Lightning after the trade deadline. Was obviously retraded there. Puck slides up to the point. Fox throws that one around down low. Panarin on the right side up to the point. Susi gets it back down low. I keep wanting to say Kevin Rooney for some reason. Gord steals that puck for Tampa Bay. They'll regroup in their own zone. Chernak will pick it up, and Tampa Bay will break it out the other way. And Gord throws it around behind the net. Nobody's there to pick it up for the Lightning, so the Rangers get clear control. It's picked up then by Lafreniere over to Susi. Susi drops it back. It's stolen down low by Tampa Bay. Chernak trying to play it around. Gives it up and over then, and Gord will get control once again. About halfway through this first period, it's still 0-0. The Rangers have gotten most of the shots on net. Shots are 5-1. Look at a line change out there. Kucherov will give the puck over to McDonough. Point, moving it through the zone, chips it around, dumps it in. Schneider, back down low then, picked up by Kucherov in front, and Gensel can't get the shot off. He'll throw it up to the point and ends up sliding all the way out of the zone, and Tampa will have to race back for it. Radish down low. Throws it around. Picked up back by the Rangers. Schneider gets it back behind the net then for Miller. Miller in front, and it can't be finished by, I think that was Cooley. Back on the right side, Hedman trying to play the puck. Stolen back by Miller. Miller tries throwing it up to the point, and Cirelli tries clearing it down the other way, and puck slides in on Vasilevsky. He'll make the save with that. Very easily at that. Again, a little bit over halfway through. I think the biggest key to the game here for New York is you want to get shots on Andrei Vasilevsky. Otherwise, I don't know. You need shots. That's the biggest thing you need against any goaltender, but a guy like Vasilevsky, you take what you can get because you know what this guy can be. You know how good this guy can be in the playoffs. And I guess the same can be said about Shesterkin the other way, too. But regardless, you need to get shots on net as much as you can. Face-off won by New York. They'll play it up to the point. Jones with the puck, moves in, shoots it. And that's easily saved by Vasilevsky, even with traffic in front. That's just how he is. All right, face-off coming here once again. within the Tampa end. Shots are 7-1 in favor of New York. Face-off won by the Lightning. They'll throw it around behind their own net. Lilleberg tries picking it up down low. Glendening gives it back up then for Hagel. Brandon Hagel moving it through the neutral zone. Here he comes in, slides it around up to the point. Perbix will throw that one all the way around behind the net. Gergensons shoots that one behind as well. Picked up again then by Tampa. Perbix a shot, and it goes wide. Rangers trying to get out of their own zone. Kept in, though, by the Bolts. And they end up turning it over, and the Rangers will just clear it all the way out. Perbix. Nick Perbix was a rookie last year. Had actually a pretty good rookie season at that. And it's picked up by Rempe. Matt Rempe down the right side. Circles back around, gives it up to the point. Sussy over to Othman in front. A shot! And it goes blocked in front. Rangers get it right back. Cooley now down low with it. Looking for options. He also got Rempe behind the net. Gives it to Rempe down low. Still with the puck. Trying to throw it in front. It slides in, and Vasilevsky makes the cover very easily. He's not giving New York anything there in front. And we'll go to commercial with 9:23 left here in the first. Still 0-0. Hopefully we don't have a game like we did last Tuesday, where St. Louis played Detroit, and that game literally didn't have any goals until like the very end. I don't really know if I could live with that again, but I do like close games. I'm not a fan of blowout games. So I'm definitely okay with this, at least in my opinion. Again, hopefully everyone's having a great night here so far. It's not often we do Rangers and Lightning. Rangers or Lightning, not Rangers and Lightning. I think, again, like, you'd think I would do these teams more, but I haven't for some weird reason. This is only the second time I've streamed Tampa Bay and New York all year, which is weird, but I guess it's how it is. I mean, tonight, to be fair, we're streaming two new teams. Like, we haven't streamed Calgary all year. We streamed San Jose once. I mean, like, it's just the way it is sometimes. I thought about doing St. Louis versus Winnipeg, but I literally just did a St. Louis stream last week. And I have a pretty good feeling that I'm going to be streaming them in the playoffs, especially if, like, St. Louis wins tonight and they literally clinch a playoff spot. I just have a pretty good feeling. But anyways, what do I know? What do I know, right? All right. Back here tonight, showing off JT Miller was obviously traded from Vancouver to the Rangers at the end of January. Has been a pretty consistent player with them. He's a point per game since coming over to New York. He is also a former Tampa Bay Lightning as well. So that's a little bit ironic there when you think about it. Face-off coming here again now in the Lightning zone. And they'll fight for they'll kick Brodzinski out of the face-off circle. They'll put Rempe in. Rempe loses the draw, obviously. Picked up by Tampa Bay. They'll clear it out of the zone all the way down the other way into the Rangers' end, and it will be an icing against the Lightning here with 9:17 to go. Yeah, they keep showing off JT Miller. I would say he's doing pretty good with the Rangers. I would say at least. Face-off won by New York. That being said, down low, Fox with it. Brodzinski throws it up to the point. Tampa Bay trying to play it around, and we got a delayed penalty here as we get some pushing and shoving. As Chernak just took down, I think that was Othman. And as a result, the Rangers are going to get a power play here. And Rempe's already starting stuff. And he's getting talked to there from the Lightning bench. Yeah, here he goes. He's mouthing off. Oh, never mind. It was before that. It was with the Bjorkstrand play. So yeah, no, like Rangers were going to get a power play regardless of whether that play happened or not. So Rangers go to the power play, first power play of the game. And that might not be a good thing because the Rangers power play has struggled this season. So it's been a rough go of things. 27th in the league. And you would think for a team like the Rangers, they would have a way better power play than that, but they don't. Zibanejad to Fox to Panarin. Back over them for Fox. Takes it around the right side. Drops it back. Zibanejad to Panarin. A shot. Saved by Vasilevsky. Rebound in front. A shot. Save! What a save by Vasilevsky on Trocheck. Rangers still pressuring. Zibanejad to Fox. To Panarin. To Zibanejad. To Fox. Saved by Vazzy. And it's played all the way back out. Panarin will come back and regroup and move it back into the zone. Panarin shoots it. Save in front. And cleared all the way down the other way by Tampa Bay. Shots are now 10-1 in favor of New York here through the first period. Fox will drop it back then for Zibanejad. Trocheck over to Miller. Second unit gets out there on the ice. Dumped into the zone by Zibanejad. Panarin trying to get to it there. Miller also battling for it too. Stolen back by Hedman. And he will clear it all the way down the other way. Shesterkin will go and pick up that puck then. Played over then by Jones, who will drop it back. Brazinski over to Lafreniere. Lafreniere intercepted. Tampa back the other way. Hagel into the zone. He circles it back. He's got some room. Brazinski intercepts, but it slides all the way back to Tampa. And they'll just kind of run down the clock here with 20 seconds left on the power play. Good kill by Tampa. Rangers had some good chances at the beginning, but couldn't really get anything through. Here's Hagel. Shorthanded. Shoots it. Off the post. Oh, my gosh. And they blow the whistle as someone got a penalty here. And it's against the Rangers. On Chris Kreider for hooking. Let's see this play. Oh yeah, that's a hook. Not even gonna try and argue that. You guys know me. I'll try and look at it from an unbiased perspective, and yeah, that's a hook. Why am I saying unbiased? I'm not even a fan of either of these teams. Anywho, 4-on-4 for a little bit here, 11 seconds, and then Tampa Bay will get their chance on the power play next up. So let's see what we can get from that. So face-off coming here now in the Rangers zone. It'll be 4-on-4 again for a little bit. And then a Tampa Bay power play. Face-off won by the Bolts, however. Kucherov drops it back to Hedman. Over then up in the zone for Gensel. Hedman drops it back. Point being tied up then by Miller. Trying to keep it in the zone. And finally the Lightning are on a power play. Rangers pick it up though. Shorthanded the other way. Fox into the zone. Circles around in front and Miller can't finish it. Here comes Tampa the other way. 2-on-2. Kucherov drops it past the point. Point in front. They score! A backdoor play. And it's Nikita Kucherov. And Tampa leads 1-0. On their second shot of the game, Nikita Kucherov gives the Lightning a 1-0 lead. On the power play as well. 34th goal of the year for him. And that's a kind of play off the rush that, you know, the Rangers are giving up all season. You see, Point gives that pass in front. Kucherov just pots in the easy backdoor play. I've done a lot of that in my time on JV. So that definitely is something I'm used to. But what a play there from Point in front. And it's 1-0 Tampa Bay here now with 6:51 left to go. Again, shots don't deceive you. They are 11-2 in favor of the Rangers, but the Lightning only got the one shot that mattered, and it was Kucherov. So it's picked up then by New York. It'll be taken back into the zone by Panarin. As the Rangers are now playing from behind. It's stolen back then in front. Goncalves comes in. Paul a shot! And that one deflects behind the net. With the puck then, it's Gord up to the point. Back down low then for Paul. Up then for Moser. Shot deflected! And it goes wide as well. Kept in the zone by the Lightning. Goncalves a shot. Rebound in front. They score again! Yanni Gord! What an effort! And it's 2-0 Lightning. What an effort there from Yanni Gourde. Tucking in the rebounds, and I know how that is too. I do that all the time in JV. Or I did that all the time on JV. So a good shot there from Goncalves. It is blocked in front initially, but the puck bounces off of Carson Soucy right into Yanni Gourde's skate, who's waiting in front, and throws that one under Shesterkin, and he gets the goal there. It's 2-0 now. Jesus. And it looks like, apparently, that does not bode well for the Rangers whatsoever. You even go up in the game, and you can't seem to capitalize. Dumped into the zone then by Tampa Bay. And we get another whistle. And we got another penalty. And the Rangers took it. Oh my goodness. So after giving up 2 goals in the span of like 20 seconds, the Lightning are going back on the power play. And the Rangers, oh man, this is brutal. This is a hard watch. I'm sorry, Rangers fans. This is hard for me to watch. Oh boy, like this is not good. All right, power play now for Tampa Bay. Again, they already capitalized on their other one earlier tonight with Kucherov from point. Face-off won by the Bolts up to the point. McDonough fires it down low. It's cleared out of the zone by the Rangers. And all the way into the Tampa Bay zone. Hedman takes it behind the net. To Point. Point down the right side. Circles around. Tries throwing it up to the point, but the Rangers intercept. And Miller will throw it through the zone. Shorthanded. Schneider. 3-on-2. He's in. Shoots it. And it goes wide. Picked up then by Kucherov. He'll drop it back. He'll take it into the zone. Looks for options. Throws it up to the point then to Hedman. Back for Kucherov. For Gensel. To Kucherov in front. Kucherov again. Shoots it. And that one's blocked. In front again. And another save. Over. Kucherov. Blocked in front. Still has it though. Moves to the center. Gets it down low in front. Rebound. Puck is loose. And they put it in. Oh my goodness. Braden Point. And that's 3 goals in like 2.5 minutes. And it's 3-0 Rangers. Oh, or 3-0 Lightning. Oh, yikes. Another power play goal as well. I don't think that last couple of minutes could have gone any worse for the Rangers. Oh my lord, that was brutal. Oh man, 3 goals in the span of like 3 minutes. Oh, that's so bad. That is terrible. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Braden Point, 40th goal of the year. I mean, like, if you look at the other games and this doesn't tell you that the Rangers aren't going to make the playoffs, I really don't know what else will tell you that. Unless, oh, big hit there at center ice from Lilleberg on Brazinski, I'm pretty sure. Shesterkin ends up playing the puck the other way, back up to Othman. Othman drops it back for Brazinski. It'll slide into the zone for Lilleberg, who misses a hit there from Matt Rempe. Puck gets played to the other side. Brazinski stolen back then by the Bolts. Perbix will dump it into the Tampa Bay zone. Shesterkin now behind the net. Clears it around. It's picked up then again by the Lightning. They'll throw it all the way out. Perbix tries getting it back. Stolen back by Gergensons, who moves it into the zone. Chips it around. And back behind the net then for New York. And Rangers trying to regroup in a very quiet Madison Square Garden. Zibanejad clears it all the way into the zone, and it's an icing against against New York. And the Lightning have 6 shots, and 3 of them are goals. As the Rangers came out with the early lead, and now just in the span of 3 minutes, everything has fallen apart. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Face-off now in the New York zone, won by Tampa Bay. Chernak throws it down low behind the net. Hagel tries to pick it up. It's Thrown back around down low. Cirelli to Hagel. Hagel shoots it. Blocked in front then by Schneider. Picked up down low by Bjorkstrand. Gives it up to Hagel. Hagel down low. Circles it around. Still looking for options here. Throws it behind the net. Bjorkstrand trying to pick it up. Will pass it around to the right side. Stolen back then by New York. And the Rangers just can't seem to get anything going now. Like, they're stuck in their own zone. They can't play the puck out. Here's a chance. Hagel in front. And they can't finish that one either. Schneider drops it back for Vakaheinen in the New York zone. He was also a trade acquisition as well in the Jacob Trouba deal, ironically enough. Puck is deflected through the zone. Trying to get to it then is Trocheck, but it's stolen back. Gensel tries clearing it out of the zone. It's picked up again then by the Lightning. Dumped back into the New York zone. Stolen back by Tampa Bay. Point. Throws it up to the point. Ironically enough, Hedman shoots it. And it goes wide. Yeah, Habs fan, you guys should be very happy. This is like actually kind of embarrassing for New York. Trocheck steals the puck. It's cleared all the way down the other way. 2.5 minutes left here now in the first. And that's an icing against the Rangers yet again. Now, like, they start off doing so well. And then they just, that PK that just didn't look that good for them, just they completely put them off the rails. Brutal. Brutal. Somebody got a 10-minute misconduct. They haven't won two. They haven't won 2 in a row since November? Good Lord. That is actually atrocious. Oh my gosh. I don't think there's any other team in the league that has done that. 2-1 the other way then for the Rangers. Panarin into the zone. Shoots it. And a save by Vasilevsky. Finally a chance for the Rangers. Here's Gord the other way. Up to Paul. Paul back to Gord. Backhand save by Shesterkin. And the Rangers will play it back the other way. But Tampa gets control. Through the zone then. Gord trying to get to it. It's chipped away then by the Rangers defense and back into the Lightning zone. Where they'll wait. McDonough. Perbix then back up to Gord. Drops it back. Hagel. Takes it down low. Throws it behind the net in front. And Paul can't finish that shot. And it's cleared up to the point. McDonough will then throw it down low. Back over then for Paul again. Paul on the right side. Tries throwing a pass over. Intercepted. Tampa gets it right back. Gord. Chernak. And it's blocked. Rangers get it. They'll dump it all the way into the Tampa Bay zone. And Vakaheinen drops it all the way back. About 90 seconds here left in the first period. Again, the score is still 3-0 Tampa Bay, and a brutal one here tonight. Trocheck throws it around. Yeah, I'm sure you're very happy, Kid Corpse. Brodzinski up to Rempe, who I think was very clearly offsides. Chernak then. Like right next to the ref, too. Doesn't matter because they got the puck out of the zone. Last minute of play here in the first period. Gensel through the zone. Back up to the point. Intercepted. They get it back. Hedman throws it down low. Gensel in front. And a save again by Shesterkin. Miller, a shot. And that one gets deflected around. 40 seconds left. Picked up again by Kucherov. Back up to the point. Hedman in front. And it deflects into the corner. Kept into the zone, though, by the Bolts. Kucherov to Hedman. Shoots it. And a save by Shesterkin. Finally. This has been a brutal one so far for the Rangers. I'm sure Habs fans are looking at this game and are very, very thankful right now for Tampa Bay. This has been a brutal one here so far for New York. They started off really good, and now they just can't seem to get the puck out of their own zone. Finally, they started getting some shots off, but oh my Lord. 28.5 now left here in the first period. Face-off won by the Rangers. Fox gives it up and over then for Susie. Susie gives it through the zone to Panarin. It's deflected back. Point will steal it, and Tampa gets control yet again. Puck will deflect back into the Rangers zone. They'll regroup as time winds down. A brutal first period, and they're getting booed. And you can hear it through the broadcast. It is loud. 4 seconds left here in the first. I got a whistle. And that'll do it for the first period. Score after 1 period of play. Tampa Bay 3 and the Rangers nada. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. That's an atrocious effort from the Rangers in that game. They outshot Tampa Bay. But then in 3 minutes, just complete disaster unfolded. And that being said, I did final. Why did I put final? That being said, I don't know why I did that. That being said, it's first intermission. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back for the second period here. I'll still be here if you want to talk, but thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's weird seeing the intermission report from Tampa Bay in the actual studio and not in the arena, because they usually do it in the studio or in the arena, but not the studio. A little bit strange, but that's just me. Anyways, yeah, brutal period by the Rangers. Just it's unacceptable. That was bad. That was unacceptably bad. And again, if you're the Habs or the Blue Jackets, you're very happy right now. You have to be over the moon. Just pure disaster, man. All right. Again, guys, I do want to say we are doing 2 live streams tonight. We got one right now, obviously. We do have one later today. We have Sharks versus Flames. Finally, I'm doing a Flames stream. It took me long enough, but I'm finally doing it. We'll see. We're in the last week of the season almost, so I'll see if I'll be able to get in a Nashville stream. That's the only other team besides Calgary that I have not done. And for good reason, because I got to be honest with you, Nashville's been very hard to watch. I try to avoid them as much as I can. I'm being completely blunt with you guys. Who do I think will win the Atlantic? It really looks like Toronto right now. I think it might honestly be between Toronto and Tampa Bay, just because of the way the standings are like, in my opinion. But again, I'm probably wrong. Gee, I'd probably say Toronto. That was his first goal with Tampa Bay? I didn't know that. I thought he's been playing games with them. I did not know that. Still in first intermission, guys. Oh, yeah. By the way, I do want to say we do have our 40th stream tonight. This is our 39th of the year. We got our 40th tonight as well. Who knows? Maybe depending on if I decide to stream on Wednesday too. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I will be doing 50. I said my goal when I hit 20 was that I wanted to do 30 more. I don't know if I'm going to get 30 more in, but I definitely am going to get in 40, maybe 45 before the playoffs. The playoffs will have a lot of them anyways, so it's not like I'm going to miss a lot there. Obviously, First period recap. We can go there. Goals came from Kucherov, from Hagel, or not Hagel, Point on the power play. Then Gord got one from a shot from the point on a rebound play. And then Point got one jabbing the puck into the net. All within less than 2 minutes of each other, by the way. So the game was immediately 3-0, literally like 2 minutes into the game. Or no, 3-0 in the span of 2 minutes is another way to say it. Again, out of town scoreboards, you only have one other game going on right now. There's two 10-31s, or three 10-31s. You have the Jets and the Blues, which is a very interesting matchup. It's still 0-0 with about 15 minutes remaining in the first, so I don't know. Another very good game there, that's for sure. All right. Yeah, that first play. Poor defense. I mean, Shesterkin, it's not really his fault. The second one also wasn't his fault either. I mean, he could have had it, but I don't know. And then the third one just kind of felt like bad luck. But man, when this team rolls over, they roll over, and they roll over like all the way. Just brutal so far. Like, oh my gosh. So Tampa Bay is up 3-0. By the way, I guess we should do our Watch with Nordic record. They are, again, this is our second time streaming the Rangers this season. They are 0-1 when we stream them. And this is also our second time streaming the Lightning. They are 1-0. So one streak is going to be undefeated, or is going to be defeated here, and then the other is going to remain undefeated moving into the playoffs. Again, I think only one of these teams will make the playoffs. Let's be real here. But even still, it's been a good season so far. All right, we'll get ready to start the second period here soon. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in here for this one, and we'll get ready for the start of the second here in a couple of minutes. Not a bad stream here tonight, folks. I wasn't expecting a really good turnout because, again, these are two teams we haven't streamed, and just some nights aren't going to do good, and this is one of those nights. Or some nights aren't going to do as good as others, is what I meant to say. Not that this is one of those nights. But we did have two really good streams last week, so I'm willing to get the rough ones out of the way if that means we can have consistently really good ones moving forward. So I will take it. I will take it. By the way, there are two teams that can clinch tonight. Edmonton and St. Louis can both clinch tonight. But it all matters if they win or lose their certain games that they have going on. So I guess that is something we'll follow through here tonight. I think Calgary does have to lose to the Sharks, so we'll see how that goes, but we shall see. We shall see. All right, we should be ready to start the second period here in a few minutes. Still doing the commercials here. By the way, and I think it is going to happen. I think we're going to do we're going to do 2 Frozen 4 streams on Thursday involving Western Michigan and Denver, as well as Penn State and Boston University. So you guys could be seeing a very exclusive, very special type of Watch With Nordic stream on Thursday. I don't know how it's going to work. Again, we've never done college before. Not just in the Watch With Nordics, in the history of this channel. We've never done college hockey. So we're in for a treat on Thursday. I'm doing 2 of them. We'll see how they do. If they do well, then we'll do the Frozen Four final on Saturday. If they don't do well, then I guess we'll never do it again. I don't know. Like, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun. I mean, I looked at the schedule. I didn't see any games that were, like, very underlying to me and where I was like, yeah, I need to stream that. So, all right, we'll get ready to start the second period here. After another batch of commercials, after like a 30-second monologue. So that's cool. Okay. All right, I'm going to change the graphic to start of the second. I lose my bet if Rangers lose. Well, you better hope they score 3 here in the third or the second. Otherwise, you can kiss your money goodbye. It's not great. Not great at all. All right, here we go. All right, second period or first period recap. Goals from Kucherov, Gord, and Point puts the Lightning ahead 3-0 at the start of the second period. It's going to be a huge hill to climb for the New York Rangers. Let's see if they can get it done as I drop all my cards. I'm writing more stream cards. That's why I'm holding a bunch of flashcards. For every stream that I do like a recap and a flashcard, and then I put them into a journal at the end of the month. It's got the finish, the game, the date, the outcome of the game, the revenue that I made on the game, the viewer high, the subs that I earned, and then the view count. So it's just stats that I keep track of just for fun. All right. Let's get ready here for the start of the second. They're just showing off the goals. I thought Tampa played very well. I am expecting, though, for things to come out here and be more defensively sound. I'm not expecting 3 more goals in the second period, unless if they're from other teams. So, nice penalties. They suck so bad. Yeah. 100%. All right. Start of the second period here from Madison Square Garden is now underway. As we'll line up for the face-off. Showing off Yanni Gord. Had his first goal with Tampa Bay. What's up, Caroline? And face-off coming here now. And it's won by the Bolts. McDonough carries it back then over to Chernak, who moves it through the zone. It's deflected as it slides into the benches. Shots are 13-10, so they updated the shots a little bit here. I had a feeling they were missing a couple of them. Face-off won by the Rangers. Fox clears it into the zone. Thrown around now behind the net. Down low, Chernak trying to play it. Back over then. Goncalves trying to pick up the puck as well. Rangers get it in the Lightning zone. Zibanejad tied up then by Panarin. Gives it up to the point. It's dropped back then by Sussy. And kept in the zone. A shot. And it's blocked in front as it goes down low. Othman throws it back then for Panarin down low. Back over for Trocheck, who gets tied up. Back then for Panarin. Panarin gives it up to the point. Back over then for Fox. Fox shoots it. And it goes back down low behind the net. Panarin picks it up on the right side. Up to the point. Deflected! And a pad save by Vazzy. Hagel drops it up then to Goncalves. 2-on-1. Hagel over! And they can't finish it. Goncalves gives it up to the point. Hagel a shot! And it goes wide. Down low, Hagel throws it up to the point. It's taken back then by Gord to Hedman. Over then for Paul. And slid back over then for Kreider, who will break it out the other way for the Rangers as it goes all the way back into the Tampa Bay zone. Yeah, I agree. Rangers are done. They are definitely done. Puck goes in front. And a glove save by Vasilevsky and some pushing and shoving. I will say the Rangers did come out of this period and look a little bit better, but I think you have a lot more to climb instead of just that, so. All right. Shots are 14-10. With 18:34 left in the second. Faceoff won by the Rangers. Played back the other way by Tampa. Moser gives it up then and over for Bjorkstrand, who deflects it down low. Paul throws it behind the net. Gord gives it down low. Back over then for Paul, who tries throwing it up to the point. Hedman chips it down low. Tampa Bay throws it in front, and Paul's still trying to regroup. Hedman dishes it over. Back up then for Gord. Gord down the right side. Takes it then behind the net. Back up for Hedman. Up to the point. Moser a shot. Blocked in front. Played around then back again by Tampa. They still have control. Gord gives it up to Hedman. Chipped away. Rangers racing for it, but they can't get there in time. Tampa will try and play the puck the other way. It's Moser with it, who throws a pass up, but it's intercepted, and the Rangers just clear it. Vasilevsky behind that, then to Hedman. Back up for Gord, who chips it through the zone. It's all the way back into the Rangers' end for Jones. Game's going as I expected. A lot of back and forth. Through center ice. It's dumped into the zone. Back then behind the net. Up to Zibanejad, who shoots it. Blocked in front. Got back a shot. Rebound. It's loose. And Tampa finally gets control. They'll get it back out of the zone. And we get a whistle against Tampa Bay. It's a penalty. And it's going to be on Lilleberg, who's going to go to the box for hooking, as the Rangers will get another power play. But is that necessarily a good thing? Who the hell knows? Rangers power play not that great this season. We'll have to see what they can do here on this next stretch. But I don't know. I don't know, guys. All right, power play coming now for New York. Shots are 16-11 in favor of the Rangers even still. Won by New York. Fox up at the point then for Panarin. Panarin on the right side. He's tied up then down low, looking for options. Gives it to Trocheck. Trocheck back to Panarin. Back to Trocheck. Moves it down low. Yep. Thrown up to the point by New York. Fox to Miller. Miller over. Panarin deflected. They score! Mika Zibanejad on the power play. It's 3-1. And the Rangers have awoken. Good tip in front there by Zibanejad, and Yeah, you got proven wrong. Maybe you should do that every time. I think you should do that every time. Cadence, I wonder how your uncle's feeling right now because the Rangers are just that terrible. I obviously can't talk. I'm a Flyers fan. Good tip there, though, by Zibanejad. And the Rangers are on the board. Face-off won by New York. Zibanejad from Panarin and Miller. And puck's played down the other way. Rangers got room. Cooley, a shot saved by Vazzy. And they'll cover up. And we get some more pushing and shoving. So New York finally gets on the board. And I mean, like, hey, I mean, I was hating on the Rangers in the first period, but I mean, like, anything's possible. All it takes is 2 more shots, and suddenly this game's tied. So I won't be complaining here just yet. So 16:35 here left in the second period. Face-off is won by New York. To the point. Trocheck throws it around them. Back Brodzinski. Gives it up to the point to Jones. It's stolen back by Tampa Bay and cleared all the way out. Gord with it. Backs it to Goncalves. Over here now. Hagel battling for it. It's 3 a.m. in Finland. You're watching from Finland? Wow. I appreciate that. Cirelli at the point. Radish a shot. And that one's blocked in front. If I were you, though, I'd go to bed because I don't think the Rangers are coming back. Goncalves up to the point. A shot! And it goes wide. Rangers get it back. They'll clear it all the way down the other way. And back to the neutral zone. Shots are 18-11. In favor of New York, but it's 3-1 Tampa Bay. Puck will slide all the way down the other way, and it'll be an icing against the Lightning. So Tampa Bay gets a power play goal. Let's hope for the best if that can go down. Bolts play the Leafs on Wednesday. Face-off then, one down low by Tampa Bay. They'll play it back behind the net. Hedman with the puck. Trying to move it through the zone. It's kept in, though, by the Rangers. Peralt throws it behind the net. Tampa Bay clears it back. Rangers shoot it. Rebound in front. Deflected. Saved by Vazzy. He gets it with the glove. And Peralt's just like dove into the net. Oh, God. $18-12 are the shots. 15:22 left. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it. We got 2 streams tonight. This one and that one. 10:30. It's going to be a brutal school day for me tomorrow. I got to get up at 7 a.m. But I pre-recorded video, so then that way I can just come home and take a nap right away. So we're okay. Here comes Tampa the other way. Point spins it around. Broken up then by New York. Miller then to Fox. Fox waits. Miller slides it back, and Tampa clears it right away. Kucherov, 2-on-2 the other way. Kucherov drops it back. Point. Back to Kuch, who tries giving it back to Point, but it slides back down. I mean, anything's possible. You still got 14 minutes left in the second period. You need 2. It's not impossible. A lot of the signs point to no, though, so I don't know. But if you're the Rangers, like, this is a must-win game. After the loss on Saturday, too, like, you gotta win today. You gotta win. Here's Gensel into the zone. Like, I don't think they're making it anyways, but they've kind of blown their chances here losing these last couple of games like they have. Puck slides all the way down into the Tampa zone. It'll be an icing against the Rangers. Jake Gensel is playing. Yes, Gensel is playing. Haven't really seen him out here, though, that much. I don't think he's had a point tonight. Face-off won by the Bolts. Perbix a shot, and that's a save by Shesterkin. Pretty easily. It slid on him slowly. If he let that in, then I think it would have ended the stream, to be honest. No, I wouldn't. That's a lie. So 14-11 here left in the second. Showing off Vasilevsky these last 8 games. He's been phenomenal. 6-2-0, .937, 2 shutouts. So he's been rock solid, especially recently, as Tampa gets on their playoff push. Face-off won by New York. They blow the whistle dead immediately. What do you mean I ruined their mojo? What do you mean I ruined their mojo? They never had any mojo to begin with. Face-off won by New York. Schneider throws the puck around behind the Rangers' net. Down low, JT Miller with the puck. Throws it up to the point. A shot! And Brazinski fires that one wide. It seems like Laviolette has already meshed up the lines. He's got Miller with Rempe. Schneider gives it down low. Tampa Bay trying to play the puck. I guess it worked, but you changed the winning team last minute to the Rangers? Oh, that's terrible. Paul down low. Slides it through the neutral zone. It'll go all the way back into the other way. Gergensen's racing for it with Schneider. Tied up now in the corner. It's picked up by New York. Othman then gives it over. I've noticed that the Rangers have a lot of younger players in their lineup, especially with, the NCAA coming to a close. Othman's up here. Peralt's up here. Cooley's up here. Rempe's up here. Zibanejad clears that one into the zone. It slides all the way around. Kept in, though, by New York. Trocheck gives it up to the point. A shot, and that one goes up in the air and out of play. And 13:06 here left to go in the second period. Mika Zibanejad with a power play goal. It's 3-1. Yeah, Rangers definitely look a lot better, especially through the last couple of minutes. I think definitely since then they've kind of locked play down and they've been better defensively. I mean, Tampa's still getting opportunities, but it seems like New York is now getting the better of the pressure, which is what you wanted to see. Again, they tightened up defensively. I think they've gotten more grade A chances offensively as well. It's good. It's a good look. Definitely. Oh, man. Most consecutive 80-plus assist seasons. Kucherov is tied for second. Wow. Up there with Paul Coffey, Bobby Orr. Ironically enough, 2 of them are defensemen, and obviously the great one, Wayne Gretzky. I really wish I could have streamed that game on Sunday. I'm going to be beating myself up on that one for about 30 years, probably. Face-off won by the Rangers. Jones throws it around behind the net. Panarin now with it. Tries chipping it down low. McDonough steals it back. Taken up the other way. Goncalves gives up then for Hagel. Down low, Goncalves trying to play the puck. Battling now down low in the corner. Neither team can really get, control. Should update the shots. Puck is taken away by the Rangers down low. They'll get it out of their own zone and back to the neutral ice. And cleared back into the Rangers' end. Into the zone. Panarin, poke checked away. Kept in by Fox. He shoots it. And it goes wide. Cirelli battling on the right side. Tampa wins the battle. And they'll clear it all the way out of the zone. Fox to Panarin. Panarin moving it through the zone. He'll clear that one all the way in. It'll slide back around. Played down low then by Perbix behind the net. Up and over then for Bjorkstrand, who shoots it. And a pad save by Shesterkin. Down low behind the net. Gord gets it back. Gord battling for it. Packs up to the point. Rangers intercept. Here they come the other way. Cleared into the zone then. Shot in front is blocked. Tampa picks it up. They'll come back the other way. And cleared into the Rangers' end. Paul trying to get to it there. Schneider beats him to it. It's up for Carrick, who sends it up through the zone. A shot. Saved by Vazzy. On, I think that was Kreider. Haven't seen Kreider that much this game. Almost halfway through here. Score is still 3-1 in favor of Tampa Bay. So at least the Rangers got something on the board. $11:20 here left in the second period. Face-off coming here now. Won by Tampa. Moser tries throwing it around. It's still down low in the zone. Rags pick it up down low. Jones joins the fight. Back for Cooley now behind the net. Gives it back down low. Jones to Schneider. A shot! Saved by Vazzy. Played back then by New York, and they can't keep it in the zone. And they'll regroup. Zibanejad clears it into the zone. Back behind the net. Hedman trying to pick it up and clear it out of the Tampa Bay end. Rangers definitely have more control, that's for sure. I mean, Tampa, like, the Rangers were getting shots, but they couldn't get anything grade A, and we get a offsides. Wasn't sure what it was at first. Shots are 23-14. Showing off Chris Kreider, who has had a pretty rough year this year, 5v5. Only has 9 points on 5v5. When last year he had 30, and the year before that 32. So it's been a rough year for Chris Kreider in terms of 5v5 scoring with the Rangers. It's hard to keep it going when you have things going on like that. Face-off won by Tampa Bay. Perbix plays it up to the point. Down low on the right side. Paul tries getting it around. Rooney. Sussy, sorry. Wasn't Rooney 24 in New York? Or was he 14? I don't know. Rangers try getting it out of the zone. Here's a 2-on-2 the other way. Sussy through the zone. Drops it back over them for Othman, who tries sliding it up to the point. Down low then for Rempe, who throws that one around. Up to the point. Shot, and it goes into the corner. Rempe now in the corner, battling for it. Perbix tries stealing it back. Kind of a net battle here. They'll try and clear it. Tampa gets it. They'll successfully get it out, and it's chipped through. Rangers pick it right back up. It's Panarin to Trocheck. Halfway through the period, by the way. Cleared into the Lightning zone. Vasilevsky to Perbix, who throws it around behind the net. Kucherov drops it up then for Glendening. Glendening, a pass over, and it's dumped into the zone. Here come the Rangers. 3-on-2 the other way. It's Fox Over to Panarin. It's blocked in front, and Tampa steals that one. They'll come back the other way. 3-on-2 now for Tampa. Kucherov in point. Drops it back. Gensel! And it goes wide. Gensel now again behind the net in front. Kucherov, and that one deflects wide. Puck slides up to the point. It's kept in by the Lightning. Rangers will steal it down low, and it's played up then for Lafreniere, who clears it out, but Tampa gets it and regroups. Point. Reflecting around the right side. Gives it over then for McDonough. McDonough through the zone. He'll clear that one right in. Sturkin will get it behind the net. Taken back by Schneider. 3-on-2 the other way. It's dumped into the zone. Rags get to it behind the net in front. Zibanejad. It's blocked. Miller up in front. Schneider back to Miller in front. And they can't finish that either. Oh, man. Time is running out. They still have time. Down low. Cooley then. Thrown back behind the net to Schneider. Schneider drops it back to nobody. And Tampa moves it down the other way. Hagel hit at center ice by Schneider. And puck will slide all the way back into the Tampa Bay zone. And Hagel got hit big there by Schneider. Nothing incredibly serious, but it was still a big open ice hit. Gord. Pass through the zone. Paul with it. Back on the right side. Tampa Bay still's got it. A shot deflected. And picked up by the Rangers down the other way. Carrick. Puck is blocked. Fox will get it and move it all the way back into the zone. Lilleberg then will slide it over then for Paul, who will dump it in. Taken back by Fox, and the Rangers will try and move it down the other way. Again, a lot of back and forth, not a whole lot of shots. Just back and forth action. Nobody's giving any team much of anything. Here's Fox into the zone. Slap shot. And a save by Vasilevsky. Puck back at the point. Another shot. And it deflects into the corner. Here's Point. Point down the other way. 3-on-3. Point into the zone. Gensel. And they fumble the shot, but it's kept in though by the Bolts. Kucherov, a pass over. It's kept in by Moser behind the net. Now Kucherov again. Throws it in front. And nobody's there. Picked up down low then by Othman. Stolen back by the Bolts. Kucherov back with the puck. Still doesn't have control. Rangers intercept it. They'll move it down the other way. Down the right side. Othman. He's got Rempe with him. He shoots it and it deflects back into the corner. And Tampa clears it down the other way. 6 minutes left here in the second period. Miller drops it back. Cooley and another pad save by Vazzy. Here he'll get it back. Looking for options. Shoots it. Blocked in front. Rebound in front. And nobody is there to get that rebound. Cooley with it down the right side. Will Cooley shoots it. And it goes all the way out of the zone. 5:30 left here in the second period. Shots are 27-15. Again, everybody who's joining us here, thank you. We have not had a lot of whistles. As Hedman waits with the puck. Thought I was hearing like a whistle there for some reason. Shesterkin now behind the net. Gives it up then for Trocheck. Trocheck, a pass up then for Lafreniere. It's picked up though by Panarin. Back over to Schneider to Lafreniere again, who throws it in front and nobody's there. Down low. Chernak picks it up then. Gord will drop it over for McDonough, who will clear it out of the zone and dumps it into the other end. Gord now with the puck, who chips it down low. Glendening trying to get to it there. Gergenson's also battling forward as the Bolts' third line trying to get it done. Gord up to the point. A shot deflected in front. And still battling for it. Gord gets the puck. Around the right side, he'll throw it behind the net. Trocheck to Panarin, who dumps it all the way around. Tampa still's got it. Perbix moves it through center ice to Cirelli. Cirelli into the zone, waits back. Deflected then by Fox and cleared all the way down the other way. And that puck goes out of play. We'll get a whistle and probably a commercial because we just went there for a good, solid 6 or 7 minutes without a whistle. 4:01 left in the second period. The score is still 3-1. So again, it went just as I predicted. You get all the goals in the first period. Teams tighten up defensively. You get 1 goal in the power play, and then everything stays the same. It's about what I expected, so I'm not surprised in the slightest, to be honest. Wake up, Rangers. I mean, they're not playing bad. It's just they can't beat Vazzy. And those, that 2-minute stretch they had where they were really, where they struggled was where it really killed them. Otherwise, I think this game would be closer. But, again, what do I know? I don't know anything. I'm just a guy who makes YouTube videos. What do I know? I'm not trying to act like I know anything. I don't. Oh, well. All right, 4:01 left here. Showing off Cooper and Laviolette, 2 longtime NHL coaches. And they're showing off the Eastern Conference standings. The Rangers in desperate need of getting at least a few more points. And they desperately need a win here tonight. The Lightning, they're okay. If they do get the win here, they are 2 points back of Toronto, but Toronto will have a game in hand. They will also be 4 points ahead of Florida with the same amount of games played. So it sure is looking more and more like the Bolts will have home ice advantage over Florida for that first round playoff series once again. But again, I could be wrong. We'll see. There is still a lot of time left. Face-off won by the Bolts. Rangers intercepted. Panarin will move it down the other way. Passes it over then for Fox. Lafreniere, down low, back to Fox at the point. Shoots it, blocked in front. Cirelli gives it over then for Moser. And here comes Tampa. Drop pass over. Koncalves, a shot. And blocked in front. Rangers pick it up. Trocheck. Threw it into the zone. Back down low behind the net. Hedman trying to play the puck. And cleared all the way around. Kept in though by New York. Down low in front. And nobody can get a shot off. Puck is picked up then by Adam Fox. Fox will move it through center ice. Pass into the zone. Miller to Zibanejad. He can't finish that. Oh, man. Miller now the other way. Zibanejad. Pass over. Shot. And out of play. Shots are now, 27-15. Rangers just can't beat Vazzy. They're out playing Tampa, but they can't beat Vasilevsky. It's either that they're playing terrible and they lose, or they're playing really good and they get just absolutely robbed and lose. Just brutal. Brutal, man. Face-off won by the Rangers. Puck on the right side. Shot deflected down low by Miller. Kucherov trying to battle for the puck down low as well. It'll slide up to the point. A shot deflected in front. It's blocked, and Tampa will pick it up and clear it out of their own end. Rangers get it right back. However, they'll dump it down low. Less than 3 minutes left here in the second period. Point. Through center ice. Braden Point down the right side. Back for Gensel behind the net then. Taken back by Carrick. And played back up for New York. Here they come now the other way. Slid back around. Kreider sends it up into the zone. It's dumped in. And picked up behind the net then by Vasilevsky. Tampa trying to clear. Rangers do keep it in. Down low then, Peralt. Drops a pass then for Carrick. I believe Peralt is still looking for his first goal. Puck up to the point. Schneider shoots it, deflected. And back behind the net, Carrick still battling for it. Radish gets to the puck first. And Paul will clear it out of the zone, and I think that might be a penalty. Oh, no penalty. Never mind. Less than 2 minutes, and we'll get a commercial in for the 10 minutes we played there that without a whistle. Commercial break here, folks. Again, I think the Rangers they're playing well. The problem is they can't beat Vazzy. And that's just not going to cut it. You need to find a way to beat him. Out of town scoreboard. Obviously, there's another game going on. It is the end of the first. Still no goals. So at least that game is going sparingly. I'm probably tuning into that one after this one's done. For a little bit before I do my other one tonight. Actually, no, that one's an NHL Network, so I can't. The NHL Network games are the only games that I can't access, which makes it annoying for playoffs. Because you know they're going to get a couple of them. Face-off. Won by the Rangers. A shot saved by Vasilevsky, and it's played down to the right side, and we'll get a whistle. And some more pushing and shoving as Matt Rempe loving to start things, as he usually does. You know, you guys know Rempe. You guys should know Rempe by now. You guys know Rempe loves to start things. It's just in his blood, honestly. It's what he does. All right, face-off won by the Bolts down low, and we get another whistle right away. And a penalty coming against Tampa Bay, and the Rangers will get another power play. This is huge. This is absolutely huge for New York. They can finally start getting momentum going their way again. If they can get this one and make it 3-2, that is very huge. But again, their power play has been that great, but if they do have a goalie tonight on their power play, who's to say they won't get another one? So, another Rangers power play. It'll be their third of the game. So, let's see what this one brings. But a very pivotal one coming up. So, face-off coming into Tampa Bay. And again, the Rangers power play has been brutal. It is 1 for 2 tonight, though, with 6 shots. So, it's done pretty good tonight. Fox over Zibanejad. Saved by Vazzy. All right, face-off coming now once again. Zibanejad versus Paul. And it's won by Paul. Miller gets tied up down low. Puck slides up to the Rangers' point. Down low then Zibanejad with it. Trocheck to Panarin. To Fox. to Zibanejad. Over to Panarin, who can't tie that one up. He gets it back up to the point, though. Fox, a shot. Tipped in front. Rebound. And that one gets played down low. Raymond battling for it. Chernak gets over to McDonough. Picked up by Paul, and it's cleared all the way down the other way. Picked up then by Miller, who plays it back down low. Fox through center ice to Panarin. Panarin's got some room. He's in. Saved by Vazzy. Miller to Fox at the point. Final minute of play here in the second. Rangers will have some time if they don't get a power play goal here in the third. Not a lot, but a little bit. Down low, Trocheck to Fox, to Trocheck, to Fox. Shoots it, and it goes wide. Trocheck throws it down low. Miller trying to get to it there. It's tied up down low. Glendening also trying to battle for it in the corner. It's picked up then by New York. Fox, tied up. Gives it to Zibanejad, who gets it stuck in his legs. Fox to Miller in front, and it slides back then for Miller again to Panarin. Panarin shoots it, and that one deflects wide. 15 seconds. Fox to Zibanejad, to Panarin, and it deflects wide. Still battling for it down low, back up to the point. 5 seconds. Panarin, he's in! And it goes wide, and that'll do it for the second period. A big save there by Vazzy at the end. And that's a wrap. Shots are 31-15 through 40 minutes of play. And the score stands at 3-1 New York, with Rangers getting a power play for a little bit in the third period. That being said, it's intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We'll be back for the third period here momentarily. A big third period at that for the New York Rangers. Very pivotal. I will say that much. Very pivotal. So, pretty intense power play, though. They had some good chances. They're getting shots. They can't capitalize. They're playing well. That's the thing. They're playing well, but now they're getting bricked by a goaltender. And that is the worst possible thing that can happen when this team's playing well. That period really felt like it was all Rangers, like entirely Rangers. Like the Lightning did not really get a lot. So just good impact there by the Rangers to tighten up defensively, get a better end of the game, and now they look like the better teams in the second period. Let's just hope they can continue that into the third and get some opportunities. That's what you should hope there if you're the Rangers for sure. But we'll hope for the best here, as we still have another period here left to play. But first, a little bit of a break intermission frame. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. ZipRecruiter is rated the #1 hiring site. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/. All right. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in through the stream. I appreciate it. The crowd hasn't been big, but it has been consistent, and I'm happy with that. So thank you guys for tuning in for this one. Again, do want to say we do have another one tonight. Flames versus Sharks. Look, I have no idea how it's gonna go, so we'll see. But you know, we've never done these for the views or anything. We just do it for fun, and that's how it's always been. And we always keep that same mentality, and it's always been something that has done well for me. So definitely happy with that. And let's see. We'll see what tonight's stream has to bring. Who's winning the Stanley Cup this year? Well, for me, I feel like the Eastern Conference is very wide open. There's a couple of teams that can get in there. I think Tampa Bay and Carolina are my favorites. For the West, I really like Dallas, and I also do really like LA. But Vegas, I could see doing it too. If I had to pick, I think my number one choice right now is probably, I don't know. I don't know if I have a clear. My number one's probably Dallas. I'll say that. I'll say Dallas wins the cup. Oh, Jets up 1-0. All right.
Two for 32 is insane. That's like the Flyers power play bad. Good lord. I knew the Rangers power play was pretty bad, but I didn't know it was that bad. Ooh, man. I can't get the Blues game, right? What is that? Hey, rookie, welcome. Oh, the NFL. Yeah, I can't. Can I get the, I better be able to get the, I can, yeah. I was going to say, I didn't think I was going to be able to get the, Ranger, or the Blues Jets game, but, oh well. Four nothing Devils. Now this, yeah. I mean, there's still a whole third period to play. Let's not doubt ourselves here yet. But still. All right, should be able to start the third period here soon, guys. Oh my gosh. Can't tell you how many times I've seen this frippin' trailer during this season, dude. It's absolutely insane how many times I've seen it. Oh, Blues tied it. All right, let's get ready to start the third period now, folks. Second period recap. Goals came from Zibanejad on the power play. And then obviously the previous goals came prior in the first period. But let's get ready, for the start of the third period here now. So they're just reviewing the goals here now. Again, as I said throughout the second period, I thought the Rangers played a pretty good game during the second period. They definitely played a lot better. As a result, they did get a goal as a reward. So you hope for progress now moving forward in terms of yeah, we'll have to see. All right, so 20 seconds left in the penalty against Moser, so we will get a little bit of a Rangers power play here, and then it wraps up. So we'll follow that. Again, I've made it public on these streams that I don't really like power plays that, kind of, they roll over to another period. I feel like it takes momentum away, at least in my opinion. Face-off coming here now at center ice. And it's won by the Rangers. Played back over then. Fox gives it up then to Lafreniere, who will try getting it into the zone. It's stolen back, though, by Tampa. And slid down the other way. That'll do it for the power play. And we're back to 5v5. Here's Hagel. Hagel coming down into the Rangers zone. Looking for options down low now. Sorelli trying to get to it. And it's cleared all the way back out. Sorelli dumps it right back in. Sussy now getting it down low. Throws it around behind the net. Panarin trying to get to it up there. Played by Lafreniere down the right side, who dumps it into the zone. By the way, the Lightning are 35-1-2 when leading after the second period, so this bodes well for them. Here's Zibanejad. Drops it back over for Cooley.
Cooley will throw it around behind the net. It's picked up by Zibanejad. Down low, stolen back by Tampa Bay. Battling for it on the right side. Jones to Zibanejad, who throws it all the way around back up to the point. Vakaheinen tied up down low. It's played back again for Jones, who throws it all the way around behind the net. Schneider picks it up. Throws it in front. Deflected, and that's not good enough. Miller passes it up. It's deflected again as it goes all the way out of the zone. 18:30 now left here. A minute 30 has passed. Trocheck now regrouping. Schneider over to Vakaheinen, who clears it into the zone. Lilleberg will throw it around then for Paul. Paul passes it over to Lilleberg, who sends it through the zone. Point to Gensel in front. Saved by Shesterkin. Pass back up to the point. Intercepted by New York. Through the zone. Kreider will chip it in. Perrault will race for it. And played down low on the right side. Carrick. Stolen back by Perbix. I see Laviolette's change the lines again. Deflected by Perrault. And it's wide. Perbix. Behind the net. Throws it around down low. Again, this is a very pivotal period for for Tampa Bay. Probably more for the Rangers. I mean, for the Lightning, you want to get within points of Toronto, but it's more pivotal for the Rangers for sure in terms of they need these 2 points. Picked up by New York. 4-on-2 the other way. Rempe into the zone. Shoots it. Blocked in front. Played back down low. Brazinski. It's stolen back by Radish. And Tampa will play it all the way down the other way. Big hit there from behind from Rempe. Gord throws that one into the zone. Played around then. Rempe racing down the right side. Looking for options. He'll kick that one all the way down low. It's passed around by Moser and picked up again by Tampa. Hagel takes it into the zone. Down low. Tampa Bay clears it back out. It'll slide all the way into their zone and picked up by New York. Trocheck drops the pass over to Lafreniere. Lafreniere back to Trocheck. Gives it over to Panarin. Panarin waits. Passes it up. Schneider moves into the zone in front. Lafreniere. He's robbed by Vasilevsky. Good Lord. I thought he had that, but nope. Vazzy stands tall. Unbelievable save. Lafreniere had the room, and Vazzy makes the glove save. What a stop. What a stop. Face-off now inside the Lightning zone. It's won by the Bolts. They'll get it out of their own zone. Schneider throws a pass up then for Trocheck. Panarin back up for Lafreniere, who throws it down low. Picked up then by Vakaheinen. Taken behind the net. Stolen back by the Bolts. Back by the Rangers. Lafreniere in front of backhand. Saved by Vazzy again as it slides down wide. And picked back up by Tampa. They'll take it back down the other way. Cirelli will chip it into the zone. 15:50 here left in the third period. Miller through center ice. Gives it up to Zibanejad. Back to Miller again. Through the zone. Circles around. Looks for options. Gives it over to Jones. Jones tied up. Gets it back up to the point to Miller. Through his legs. Back to Jones to the point. A shot! And a glove saved by Vasilevsky. They're getting robbed. They are getting robbed here tonight by Vazzy, that's for sure. Shots are 33-16. The Rangers have had pretty much most of the control here so far. Face-off coming here now again. It's won by the Rangers. Played down to the right side. A shot. Rebound in front. And it goes back into the corner again. Bolts pick it up. They'll clear it out. Point will get it back. Jones puts it through his feet again. I can't say enough. This is a very pivotal next couple of minutes for New York. They need to get a goal here and make this one close. Preferably 2. Actually, most preferably 2. Gensel down through the zone. Behind the net. Throws it in front. It's blocked by a Ranger. Back up at the point for Hedman. Hedman slides it around behind the net to Kucherov. Kucherov in front, and that one is denied. And the Rangers will clear it out of their own zone. Hedman picks it up, though, and regroups. Back for Point. Point to Kucherov. Through the zone then, over for Gensel. Back to Kucherov again. Kuch over, a shot, and a glove save by Shesty. And with 14:40 left, we're still tied. So a big save there by Shesterkin on there. Lightning are finally getting into the offensive zone now and getting chances of their own after giving a lot of it to the Rangers for a good period of time there. Face-off won by the Bolts. Bjorkstrand a shot. Pad save. Carrick now down low for Sussy. Sussy gives it up then. Battling forward at the blue line of the Tampa Bay zone. And it's dumped down the other way by Perbix. Cleared around. Picked up by the Lightning. Gonzalez with it. Rangers intercept. They'll dump it into the Lightning zone. It'll go in on Vazzy, and he'll make the glove save. Once again, giving the Rangers nothing. And now we get some pushing and shoving as tensions are seeming to kind of boil over here once again. It seems like, again, it's pretty obvious these teams don't like each other, and that's being made very, very clear here tonight. That's a definite. So some pushing and shoving. To no surprise, obviously. Yeah, these guys ain't a fan of each other. That's become abundantly clear. So face-off coming into Tampa Bay zone. No penalties, by the way. Just some pushing and shoving, clearly. I mean, these guys played each other not that long ago, back in 2022. So can't be that surprised that the tensions have boiled over a little bit. Face-off won by the Bolts. They'll clear it out of their own zone. It'll move down the other way. Poke checked around the other way by the Rangers. And the Lightning steal it right back and get it down the other way. Schneider dumps it right back into the zone correspondingly. Vasilevsky now behind the net. Plays it around for Chernak. Now they'll battle for it down low. Hedman picks it up. Stolen back over then as it's cleared into the zone by Tampa. Glendening down low battling with Schneider. Stolen back by the Rangers who try and move the puck. Carrick then gives it up for Perrault. Gabe Perrault still with it. Gets hit. And Tampa picks it up and clears it the other way. And it'll be an icing at that. Out-of-town scoreboard, it's still 1-1 here in St. Louis. Ranger with the puck. A shot deflected in front. And Vazzy makes the save again. And we will go to commercial with 13:11 left. It is 1-0 Vegas. Or 1-0 Vegas. 3-1 Lightning. What was I saying?
All right, thank you all for tuning in so far tonight. I appreciate it. Again, if you are new and you haven't subscribed, I would greatly appreciate that. Again, watch the whole commentary over first. If you decide to subscribe then you can. We do these streams a lot. We've done about 40 of them all season, so you guys know that this is definitely a good place for hockey for sure. But I appreciate everyone who's tuned in so far. It's been a fun stream tonight. And let's hope for the best moving forward as we look to close this one out. All right. Face-off coming again in the Tampa end. 13-11 left here in the third. And it's won by the Bolts. McDonough plays it around the right side. Hagel now battling for it. Down low in the corner of the Rangers' end. Puck plays up then for Chernak. Slides back then for Hedman. Hedman will move it into the zone. Stolen back by the Rangers. Stolen back by the Lightning. Again, like no team can get clear control. Toronto will be in Tampa Bay on Wednesday. As for the Rangers, gotta keep winning. Gotta start winning here. Icing against the Rangers. It's not looking good. It is really not looking good. So face-off coming here now. It's won by Tampa Bay down low. Picked up by Jones behind the net. Rangers trying to break it out. They can't seem to do so. Played by Fox now behind the net. 12:20 left in the third period. Score is still 3-1 Tampa Bay as it was at the beginning of the third. Radish over to Hedman, who plays it up through the zone. Taken back then by New York. Miller through center ice. Shoots it, and easy chest save there by Vasilevsky. So 12:04 here left in the third period. Another face-off won by the Lightning, battling for it down low now in the Tampa zone. Hedman picks it up, trying to clear it down the other way. Zibanejad gets control. Mika Zibanejad throws it down low. Miller being tied up. He'll get that one up to the point. Rangers finally set up. Vakahainen a shot, and another save by Andrei Vasilevsky. And Vasilevsky making 34 of 35 saves here already so far. Or sorry, 35 of 36 shots so far. As I put in random numbers. You guys know I love to do that though. .46 left in the third period. Won by the Rangers in front. Brazinski, and he can't finish that one. Puck slides around behind the net. Rempe wraparound, and he can't finish that one either. Battling for it down low. Brazinski will try and throw it up to the point. It's picked up by Gord, and Tampa will move it down the other way. Gergensons clears it into the zone. Jones racing for it now. He's got Gord right behind him. Played over down low by Luke Glendening.
Puck battle along the bench side boards. It slides out to the other side of the Rangers end. Rempe fires it around. Pass is deflected up to the point then. Hoffman gives it back to Rempe, who can't control the puck. He'll try poke checking it through. And stolen back by Tampa Bay and cleared down the other way. Halfway through the third period, score is still the same, 3-1. Vakainen with the puck. Plays it over then for Schneider, who clears it into the zone. Picked up then by Schneider, tipped through the zone, taken back by Zibanejad, poke checked away. Tampa breaks it the other way. 1-on-1. It's Cirelli who tries throwing it up to Gonçalves, but can't get it through. Battling now in the corner. It's thrown around behind the net. Cleared around then. Schneider down low behind. He goes down there. And Cirelli throws it in front. Saved by Shesterkin. Gonçalves gets it up to Hagel. Hagel to the point. A shot! And blocked in front. Rebound! And puck goes up in the air behind the net. Gonçalves to the point. And it's blocked in front there as well. Rangers trying to pick it up. Carrick. Through the neutral zone, down the other way. We'll just dump it in and get off the ice. Here's Moser, who was actually involved in the Mikhail Sergachev trade a couple of months ago. Almost a year ago, actually. Not even a couple months ago. Puck at the point. A shot goes wide of the net. Down low now, Jones with it, who fires it all the way up. Back for Zibanejad, who slides it up and over. Zibanejad trying to deke through point. Battling for it now down low. Stolen back. On the right side. Taken over by Tampa Bay. Point. Circles it around. Throws it down low. Kucherov now with it. Throws it in front. And nobody's there. He'll get it back, however, behind the net. He's being tied up now down low. And we got a penalty here, and it's against the Rangers. And they'll pick that puck up, and Tampa Bay will go to the power play as Cooley is not happy with the ref about that one. And when it looks very pivotal for the Rangers to get ahead, they are now down. And Lightning will get yet again another power play here in the third period. Stick around. 8:31 left. Lightning up by 2. And again, you talk about the Rangers. They needed these 2 points, and to say that is a huge understatement. A massive understatement. They are 6 points back of Montreal. This is their only game in hand they have. And they're about to blow it. So again, you needed points here from New York. The Canadiens are red hot on a 5-game winning streak. It's not looking great. It's not looking great. Ooh, I don't know why it's doing that. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why it lagged like that. Add the Tampa power play thing in there. Yep. All right, 8:54. Let's see what Tampa Bay can do now. They can make it a 4-1 game and basically put this one away. But for the Rangers, this does not bode well for a playoff run. It seems like Montreal is running away with it already as it is, and you can't get points here. It's not looking great. All right, face-off now in the Lightning power play. It's won by the Bolts. Hedman throws it around. Kucherov throws it up to the point. Rangers steal it. They'll come down the other way, and it's cleared. In the Tampa Bay zone, Kucherov drops a pass back over to Point. Point will move it down the right side. Drops it back then for Kucherov. Tries throwing a pass over, intercepted. Shorthanded. Zibanejad in all alone. Save off the pipe. Oh my gosh. Terrible. Here's Point now the other way for the Rangers. Point to Kucherov. Drop back then. Stolen back over. They're coming back the other way again. Trocheck into the zone. Circles around. Passes it up. Zibanejad loses the puck. Point into the Rangers zone. Kucherov on the right side. Throws it in front. Nobody's there. Rangers get it. They'll clear it out of their own end. Radish now with the puck. Will come back and regroup. Here's Gord now down low. Gord battling with Sussy. It's stolen back by New York and cleared all the way down the other way. It'll go in on Vazzy. And he'll make the easy pass over then as 38 seconds left on the power play. Radish down the right side. Sorelli for the Hagel. Hagel dekes Schneider, gets it into the zone. Sorelli now throws it around. Over to Paul, who still has the puck. It's stolen back, though, by New York. Kreider throws it down low. 10 seconds left. Radish will pick it up down the right side. He'll drop it back. Sorelli through. 4 seconds left. And that will do it for the Tampa power play. Could have been worse. Rangers got some chances at least. Hagel up to the point. Over. Paul, a shot and a save there by Shesterkin. Gord to Hagel. Kept in. Stolen back by the Rangers. Here they come. It's broken up. Zibanejad with almost another 1-on-0. And that one also got broken up there as well. And 6.5 minutes left to go here. Rangers down by 2. It's a very pivotal 2 points that seem to be fading. Puck slides into the zone. Battling for it now in the corner in the Tampa Bay end. McDonough picks it up. Throws it around then on the right side. Gergensen's being tied up. And the Rangers can't get control in the Tampa Bay end. And the Lightning will clear. Kucherov dumps it into the zone. And Lightning are in. And they blow that one dead. And we got another penalty against the Rangers. Six minutes left here in the third period. Lightning going back to the power play with 6 minutes left exactly. And yeah, that's a penalty. There's no argument there. Little disappointing. Honestly, a little bit disappointed with the way the Rangers have played in this period. Again, I'm not a Rangers fan, by the way. I'm not a Rangers fan, but just disheartening and disappointing to watch them play this way in an incredibly pivotal game. Pivotal game. Face-off won by Tampa. Hedman to Kucherov in front, and it's deflected as it goes down low. Bjorkstrand on the right side throws it around behind the net. Kucherov to the point. Hedman back to Kucherov again. Over. Gensel to Kucherov. To Gensel. To Kucherov. Shoots it. Blocked. And it's kept in the zone. Kucherov with it again. Moves it in. Passes up to Hedman. Hedman shoots. And that one's off the post as well. Man, a lot of post hits today. Gensel in front. And it slides wide. And I think somebody just took a puck to the face. Oh, Zibanejad. That looked rough. Oh, the trainer came right out there. I think Zibanejad just took a puck to the head. And, well, I will say this. Good defensive play by Zibanejad, but that didn't look pretty. And, oh. Oh, it got redirected off a Shesterkin stick and hit Zibanejad right in the face. That's gotta hurt. So, yeah, I would imagine he's going to get taken off and probably going to the room. Oh, maybe not. No blood on the play, though, at least. That's a plus, I guess. I mean, it wouldn't be a penalty if there was. 1:17 left on the Lightning power play. A little over 5 minutes left. Face-off won by Tampa. Up to the point. Kucherov, and he shoots it wide. Gensel now battling in the corner with multiple Rangers. Rag still trying to get it out. Cooley will get it through. Will Cooley moves it into the zone. Waits. Passes it in front, and that one doesn't get through. Puck's in loose, and nope. Never mind. Kucherov plays it up to Gensel, who moves it back into the Rangers zone. He'll drop it back. Kucherov back with it, up to the point. Hedman. Point back with it. At the top hash mark. To Gensel, the point to Hedman. Shoots it, blocked. Lightning get it right back, though. Kucherov back with it again. 25 seconds left in the power play. Gensel in front, they score! Braden Point is second of the game, and it's 4-1 Lightning. And that right there, folks, is the nail in the coffin on the Rangers season. So Braden Point, second of the game on the power play. Three of the four Lightning goals came on the power play, by the way. And there you go. So 4-1 Tampa Bay with 4:20 left. And that kind of puts the Rangers' playoff hopes and this hopes of winning this game to bed. I think this is the game. Like, you had this game in hand. This was what you needed. And nope. So might as well just knock the Rangers out of the playoffs right now. It looks rather unlikely. Face-off won by New York, though. Tampa steals it right back. Paul will clear it into the zone. And the Rangers fans begin filing out. Tampa Bay picks it up. Thrown behind the net then by Bjorkstrand and stolen back by New York. Fox playing it down low, gives it up and over then for Trocheck, who moves it through neutral zone. Panarin tries throwing the pass up. It's stolen back, though, by New York, and Chernak will try and clear it the other way. Here's Miller. Miller throws it back to Fox. Look to probably pull Shesterkin here, I would imagine. Pass over then in front. Save by Vasilevsky. Rebound! And he makes the save. Pretty easy at that. We'll go to commercial one last time, but Braden Point with another backdoor goal, like the third of the game. And with 3.5 minutes left, it's 4-1. But yeah, really doesn't bode well for the Rangers. Just a awful season all around. Well, folks, you have a question. What is your question?
All right. Let's wrap up this game. 3.5 minutes left here. This first line has been dominant tonight for Tampa Bay. They have 9 combined points of the Gensel, Point, Kucherov line. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Who is the best hockey team? Like right now? Right now? Right now it'd be St. Louis. Overall, I really like Dallas. Dallas I really like. All right, face off in the Lightning zone, won by the Rangers. Miller trying to play it on the right side, tied up though by Tampa Bay, and they'll chip that one all the way down the other way and past the empty net. So Rangers do pull their goaltender to try and get something, oh not 80, try to get something going here. They have 40 shots and Vasilevsky has saved 39 of them here tonight. Rags can't even get the puck set up in their own zone. Thanks, Barker. Puck is tipped down the other way. Cirelli will pick it up. He'll backhand it towards the empty net. Just goes wide. Played down low now behind the net. Fox with it. It's dumped all the way down the other way. Cleared through the zone. Lightning get it. Stolen there. Hagel, and it goes right into the empty net. Brandon Hagel. On the empty net goal, it's 5-1 Tampa Bay. And that is it. More or less. 2:42 left. And the Lightning will take this one over the Rangers 5-1. Final score. Thank you. I appreciate that. Bolts with it. They'll clear it down the other way. Shesterkin throws it around. He's back in the net, obviously. Othman will clear it up through the zone. Down behind the net. Back up at the point. Schneider will throw it down low. Stolen back around. And cleared out of the zone by Tampa. Puck dumped back in. Moser with it now. Back then for Perbix. Up to Paul. Paul will backhand it all the way down the other way. Gergensen's with some room. Will pick it up down low. Looking for options. Taken back then by the Rangers. Drop back by, I think that was, I haven't seen him that much tonight. Othman again. Who's my favorite hockey team and who's my favorite player? Flyers fan. It's my number one, and then I like Claude Giroux. Puck coming down the other way. Through the zone. Drop back by Lilleberg, and Tampa will pick it up and regroup. Gonzalez back over then for Gord. 1:20 here left in the third period. Puck through the zone. Kreider. Back down through center ice. Will chip it into the zone. Back down low. It's thrown around again. Now battling forward in the corner. Last minute of play here in the third period. Again, we can talk about it all we want, but that was not a good period there by the New York Rangers. Not a good game. And this game right here, along with a couple of others that you may argue, might have costed them the season. They came back, they got close, but now they can't seem to get wins. Tampa Bay will move into 96 points, and obviously will then have be only 4 points back of Toronto for the divisional spot, and they gain more of a better chance and home ice advantage. Puck is cleared all the way down the other way. By the way, one more Watch With Nordic stream tonight. We'll be going live in about an hour. Sharks versus Flames tonight as well, so be sure to tune into that. But this one's done. Final score here tonight. Lightning 5, Rangers 1. And the Rangers are booed off the ice here as the Bolts get another big win and gain 2 more points that the Rangers could have had, but they did not. Another great performance by Andrei Vasilevsky.
making 39 saves on 40 shots in what felt like a very lopsided games in terms of shots for the Rangers. So you got to look at that from a positive perspective if you're in New York, but not looking good. Not looking good whatsoever. So that's it for me for tonight. I'm going to go take a break. My voice is starting to kill me, and that does not bode well for the stream later tonight. But anyways, that's it for me. Thank you all for tuning in for this first Watch With Nordic stream of the night. Again, we're doing another one later today, so be sure to tune in if you are a fan and you like to watch these. But anyways, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the